I believe in and I value election integrity. If I knew then what I know now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges. I look back on this whole experience with deep remorse. For those failures of mine, Your Honor, I have taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me, and I now take responsibility before this court.
They folding like a lawn chair. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Every shirt that you see me wear or see in the carousel, you can get them on Tatum Store. To be honest, I think you can just hit the carousel down there and buy the merch right from there. But if you see something that I'm wearing that you don't see in the carousel, go to Tatum Store. Link is in the description section and get you some merch today. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to set the premise right before I make this video. If you are the type of person that don't want to hear no critique against Donald Trump or anybody else on the Republican side, just don't watch the video. Go watch you another video. If you're the type of person that rather hear me bash Biden over the head 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, telling you the same thing that you know and telling you the same thing that everybody else is talking about, you go see another video. If you're the type of person that's open to critique on our own side, if you want to hear the truth about what we're doing on our side against our own people, then this is the video for you. I ain't here to kiss nobody, but I'm not here to kowtow. I'm not here to do none of that stuff. I'm here to tell you the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. This is concerning. And you're asking me, what is this? This is Jenna Ellis taking a plea deal, crying to the court, and saying if she knew then what she know now, she would have never supported Trump in the fight against the election. What does that mean to me, and should that mean to you? And I'm going to play the clip of her crying and what she said. If you go back in time, you will see that a few people have made a plea deal. Let me explain the plea deal to you real quick, because on my radio show yesterday, people were confused about a plea deal. A plea deal isn't that, hey, I would rather be charged with misdemeanors than felonies, so I'm just going to elect to be charged with the misdemeanors. The end. That's not how plea deals work. A majority of the time, a plea agreement is an agreement that the prosecution is agreeing with you on to say, I'll give you something if you give me something. And me giving you something ain't you getting everything and I get nothing. I'm going to get something out of this agreement. We'll charge you. You can go to court and fight it and take a loss, or we'll charge you with misdemeanors, but you got to scratch our back. You got to divulge all the information you got. You got to cooperate with investigators, and cooperating with investigators mean ding, 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 testifying against co-defendants. Now, they're not going to come out and just say it to you, because then you look like a snitch and everything else. But cooperating with federal officials, cooperating with an investigation is being asked to testify in the court of law truthfully against co-defendants. Jenna Ellis, remember the chick that's talking about release the Kraken? Sidney Powell. These people, one or two things are happening. I don't know what the second thing is. They lied to us. They deceived us. These mother freakers told us that they got breaking evidence and smoking guns and the election will be overturned. There's no question about it. Jenna Ellis just raised $200,000 for probably more for her legal defense, and then she just pled guilty. She just took a plea deal. These other fools running around telling us the election will be overturned. And these people are advising Donald Trump. They are the ones advising him, and they're taking plea deals. All right, let me let you listen to what she had to say, and then I'll finish what I'm saying. Roll the clip.
To address the court.
She's crying.
As an attorney who is also a Christian, I take my responsibilities as a lawyer very seriously, and I endeavor to be a person of sound moral and ethical character in all of my dealings. In the wake of the 2020 presidential election, I believed that challenging the results on behalf of President Trump should be pursued in a just and legal way. I endeavored to represent my client to the best of my ability. I relied on others, including lawyers with many more years of experience than I, to provide me with true and reliable information, especially since my role involved speaking to the media and to legislators in various states. What I did not do, but should have done, Your Honor, was to make sure that the facts the other lawyers alleged to be true were in fact true. In the frenetic pace of attempting to raise challenges to the election in several states, including Georgia, I failed to do my due diligence. I believe in and I value election integrity. If I knew then what I know now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges.
What do you mean? Now, Jenna Ellis is not going to explain it. She owe it to us to explain what she's saying. Sidney Powell owe it to us to explain why she took a plea deal. And the other attorney that was representing Trump, what is his name? Chesbro. They owe us. They're not going to tell us the explanation. They're not going to tell us if I knew now what I knew then. What does that mean? Does that mean that you had no business doing this? Does that mean that there was fraudulent things happening? Does that mean that y'all lied to the American people? Explain what this means. Conservatives, listen to me clearly. You cannot overlook this. This is not just everybody in America hate Trump. I'm one of the biggest Trump supporters. But we need answers to this. Why is she crying and taking a plea deal? Because she got to do time in prison? Look, she's going to testify against Trump. There ain't no way they gave her a sweetheart plea deal where she don't have to go to prison and they just let her off because they just don't feel like legislating. They legislating on your money. They don't have a budget. They gonna run it. They'll run it up. The state is against you. And on tax dollar is what they paying these lawyers for the state on taxpayer dollar. You got to go out and do it your own. So they don't mind running you through the court and put you in prison for the rest of your life. They're not losing out on any money. They don't care. They will go to court forever on taxpayer dollar. So for them to offer you a plea deal, that means that they need you to do something for them, and that's testifying against the big dog. When I was in policing, we didn't care about the small people. We know they'll flip. We didn't really want them anyway. The big person, we ain't offering you a deal, bro. You at the top of the food chain. We want you to go to prison for life. You are the one. But all these other low-hanging fruit, we like, hey, do you want to go to prison with him? He ain't finna defend you. He not going to pay your lawyer fees. And he ain't finna say you were right. He's going to look out for himself. You little honchos, y'all want to go to prison? No, we don't want to go to prison. Well, you'll never see a day in prison, but I need you to testify truthfully against the big dog. You want to do that? Yeah, I'll do it. I can't do that, Tom. And the question is, if she's a lawyer, Sidney Powell's a constitutional lawyer, and they don't believe they can win these cases, what does that say about the overall theme? Let me finish what she said. She only got a couple seconds left.
I look back on this whole experience with deep remorse. For those failures of mine, Your Honor, I have taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me.
Censured.
And I now take responsibility before this court and apologize to the people.
You apologize to the people. I'm telling you guys, I want you to, let me tell you why I'm making this video and why I think it's important to say these things. I got a lot more to say, but it'll be forever. I got a meeting to go to. I don't want us to be caught off guard again and not in the future. I don't want to have us be caught off guard. And when I say again in the future, I mean again like what happened in the past and new things in the future. Let me clarify that because it probably was confusing. I don't want us to be caught off guard. Many people that you follow on social media, they'll tell you what you want to hear. I make so much money telling you what you want to hear and beating my chest and pumping you up and exercising what you want in confirmation bias. I'll tell you, Trump is doing just fine. Trump ain't going to jail. We gonna win this thing. America is coming back with full force, and the election is gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. That ain't what I'm seeing with my training and experience. I'm not seeing that. I am becoming increasingly more concerned as things like this start to come out. I'm becoming concerned, and I'm here to inform you. I'm not here to kiss your butt. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to know. And none of us need to get caught off guard because everybody is slapping each other on the butt, kissing each other's butt, listening to only what you want to hear, and then Trump is convicted. Oh my God! It's a witch hunt. How could that ever happen? And I'm warning you right now. Beware when the advisors of Donald Trump are taking plea deals. That to me is very telling. Be mindful and pay attention, because this may not be a witch hunt. Well, it probably is a witch hunt, but it may be a witch hunt, but people did things they weren't supposed to do. I tell y'all this all the time. There's a possibility that Donald Trump used Michael Cohen, and I think he did it. But that wouldn't stop me from voting for him. I mean, paying a prostitute not to put his business out, I think it's stupid, but I still vote for him on that. But at the same time, I still think he may have done it, using Michael Cohen to pay off a prostitute, and then this roundabout way paying him back through campaign finances. That's not odd. That's not bizarre. That's not outside of reason. He probably did it. But the difference between them and us is that when we had power, Donald Trump, when we had the Attorney General and the Secretary of State and the DOJ and the FBI, we didn't do sugar honey iced tea. We didn't do nothing. See, when the ball is in their court, they shooting threes. When the ball is in our court, we traveling and arguing with each other. We should have put Hillary in jail. We should have put Biden in jail. We should have put his son in jail. We should have put a whole bunch of Democrats in jail. Obama, all these people. If we did an investigation and elected a special counsel to investigate, they all would have went to jail. But when we had the baton, we didn't do nothing. When they get the baton, they indicting everybody they can. And these things may be actual criminal offenses that Donald Trump committed, but normally they would not even pursue this. Normally, they wouldn't even waste their time trying to prosecute somebody. But with Donald Trump, they're going to make sure he go to hell if they can. And when we have power, we let Hillary still out there talking crazy. We don't do nothing. We just, it bothers me. We had an opportunity with the Attorney General who could have orchestrated a special counsel to investigate Hillary Clinton, investigate what's his name? The FBI director, Director Comey, could have investigated Barack Obama, could have investigated the Clinton Foundation, could have investigated Joe Biden, because Joe Biden didn't just do dirty deals with foreign governments this year. He was doing it before Trump and during Trump administration. His son was doing this stuff during the Trump administration. So we should have investigated Hunter. We should have had a special counsel investigate all these people. Why we didn't do it? And then all of a sudden they telling us people going to jail over this stuff. People are going to jail over them telling us that they were telling us we got smoking gun evidence. It's going to be overturned. We caught them in a lie. This is the biggest scam ever. Trump is going to be back in office. People got emboldened, in my opinion, to act because we ain't going to let y'all steal it and our guy's going to be back in office. What is Jenna Ellis talking about then? If what she was telling us and what the attorneys were telling us wasn't true, she just said it wasn't true. She just said if she knew information she know now, she would have never supported Trump. So what information is that? And if what y'all was telling us in the past was a lie, then tell us what the truth really is. Tell us why y'all playing guilty and signing plea deals. When y'all were the main ones encouraging people that it was stolen and we had all this evidence, people on January 6th still in prison, and all y'all doing is taking plea deals. I don't respect this type of stuff. But you keep your eyes open. I hope the guy Trump don't go to jail. But it is a gloom sign when you see major people who are attorneys signing plea deals in order to get no time. And some people may say, Brandon, it's because they don't want to spend all this money in court. Listen, y'all, if you're a constitutional lawyer, you can look at it and say, there's no constitutional premise to this investigation. The other party has to let you know what crimes they have against you, the accusations against you. And so when you go evaluate the accusations against you as a constitutional lawyer or as a lawyer practicing criminal law or whatever law you're practicing, you can look at that and say, they're there. I'm not pleading guilty to anything. I'm going to sue them after I win the case for my money back for my lawyer fees. But they know, and we need to realize and accept that they know that there is evidence against them that will put them in prison. And Jenna Ellis is crying, apologizing for that information, and so are the others. Anyway, I didn't beat this dead horse into oblivion. Y'all don't like this video, go watch the next video. I'll be back on the next one. I'm out.